Mic, desktop. There we go. Everything's good. CPU is not looking too crazy. All right, guys. We are back with our D&D stream. We have our normal crew here. It looks like everybody's lined up with their proper cameras. We are in the process of making a new splash screen, a new what do you call it? Like an intro video. I'm currently working on that. We should get that going as soon as we can. Let's go ahead and launch the game. I don't have the game launched. And get everything organized. Let's get them on. We'll do a small recap and then we'll jump into the game. All right, I'll see you in just a second. All right, guys, we are in like Flynn, and you're at the landing page. Perfect. We got Argus with 2 PVI, saving it up for the big battle, and we got Zermetti still has 1. In the last episode, what happened? We journeyed to the Lake Naiad, and you found out that there was a Hydra that it came through a gate that you guys had water breathing cast on you, so you could get down there and deal with the gate. You dispelled the gate right away, which was pretty impressive, and then the Hydra came to attack, and then because you disturbed his slumber, a crab came to attack and defeated both of them and made it back to Chiron in Caligaros and informed him that everything was taken care of. And you were able to harvest a vial of poison from the Hydra, which is it's a weapon coating type of poison. You would coat your weapon with it, I do believe. And what else? Was there any kind of reward? I don't remember if there was a reward. Maybe it was just a pat on the back. Do you guys remember if there was a reward?
There's the good feeling we got for helping the Naiads.
The Naiads gave you a reward, correct, of inspiration. But
I think that was it.
Did the man not give you a reward for the Hydra? That sucks. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, apparently centaurs are pretty cheap.
Oh, did we make it back to Chiron?
Yeah, we talked to him and he said he'd take care of the.
Oh, right, yeah.
Body.
Okay. I'm remembering now. Yeah, no, he didn't give us anything. Oh no, he gave us the ewer of endless water, or
Oh, yeah.
whatever, decanter of endless water.
I forgot about that.
I don't remember who has that, but I
Me.
do not.
It is
Right, the decanter of endless water, which is basically like a large canteen that you can shoot people with water with it if you want. So who has that?
Me.
Okay.
I got a high pressure water gun.
Right. That is correct. All right, everything looks good. All right, so having that, he said, go ahead and get some sleep, rest, We'll worry about, the coming day and the next day. You guys are in the before all that transpired, or was it after? I think it was before all that transpired. You had gone around to a couple of different shops in town. You'd went to the Cap and Hammer. You went to the lodge. You spoke to Eclipe, which I have a token for her right here on the screen. I don't know if you see that. Okay, but everybody here can get a long rest, so you should go ahead and long rest yourself, get all your spell slots back, and all that good stuff. Hit points primarily, and then we can continue with being stewards until such time as Chiron requests your presence or whatever, because he doesn't really have any tasks for you right now. I think he made it clear that you're basically his troubleshooters. He brought you in to deal with the Cerberus. Well, he didn't bring you in. He was told you were coming for this reason. He's your guide, basically. That Cerberus is not guarding the gates to the underworld, and things are getting through. And so you were brought in as troubleshooters for those things that happen. Because you might have gathered this town is not really set up to fight monsters. There are a few hunters. They're mostly farmers, and there's some there's a priest who's not really a priest, and there's a blacksmith, and you haven't really been around to any of the other buildings yet to find out, but you haven't really seen any like pure like adventurer hero warrior types, no Hercules, no Perseus, none of those. And so you were brought here or inspired to come here because the gods need your help, and the stewards, they know that the stewards are here to tend their fields and not defend against incursions, we'll call it that. Okay, so let's bring you, now that you've got all your levels, your what you call it. Okay, that's the land. Okay, that's the wrong button. Right, wrong button. All right, I was hotkeying the wrong thing. Okay, so you were at Lake Naiads, which isn't too far away. You've gone up to the ruined village, not terribly far away, and you're back at Caligaros. You're resting, eating. You have rooms. I had taken a picture. I didn't put it into a handout yet because is that it? That is it. I'm gonna make it real. I'm gonna make a handout real quick. This when I saw this image, I immediately thought of the Ambrosia Lounge. Right? I said, "Oh, this is a lot what it looks like." Lounge Ambrosia, right? Okay. I probably spelled that wrong. There you go. Yeah, so you're looking at a lodge, a fire, a long room, tables, doors on the left and right going off into bed chambers. And that's about it. Okay. But you knew that.
Well,
What's going on? Hang on. I'm not on F11. Okay, there we go. F11. Well, go ahead.
if we don't have anything else to immediately do,
Rooms are free.
the
Food is
the
free.
ship should be returning soon, and we should tell them what's going on.
It's nighttime.
Well, I mean, in the morning if we don't have anything.
Yeah, the ship might be back soon.
Oh no, the ship's not going to be back for a few days. You've only been here almost less than 2 days, right?
Oh yeah, I guess we still have some time. Well, shall we shenanigans?
Okay, so we'll just jump to the next day, right? You guys will take your rest in your inn, in the inn. Take your leave, eat your meals, and it's the morning now, right? So, in the morning, what would you want to do?
Hmm. I don't remember what we had going on.
You have nothing going on. You had
Right.
visited the temple of Zeus, saw that there were a bunch of other shrines. You had visited the Cap and Hammer, saw that the use of the forge there is available. You had visited the Ambrosia Lounge or Lodge. That's where the hunters come and go from. They operate out of that. And you met a Clippe there who seemed to be a little annoyed. She has what the villagers called resting annoyed face. And
Not
But-
resting female dog face.
no,
Oh.
you can say bitch.
Oh.
Raxus, weren't you keen on making something?
Not really, no, unless you wanted to get arrows made from this Hydra teeth.
Well, that is something we could do.
Yeah.
I'm also in the market for a diamond.
Wait, why would you need a diamond for?
A very powerful spell requires it.
Okay, I'm curious to see what kind of a spell you need a diamond for. So let's go take care of that, because okay, now you have me curious to see what you need a diamond for now.
Okay, so where do you go to get a diamond?
I guess I don't know where to go to get a diamond. I think
In the mines.
yeah.
Well, I have
um,
lapis lazuli and amber gems and pearls. Are those what you need?
I'm no geologist. I don't think it doesn't have the right properties that I'm looking for.
Okay.
What's his name? The short man that runs the
Ashworthy.
Ashworthy
Something.
is his last name. It's Galan, I think.
Galan. Looking through.
No diamonds.
Lounge Ambrosia is run by Galan. Yeah. Middle-aged, bald head, brown eyes. Skin is rugged and sunburned with long history of farming. The boots he wears are a gift from Hermes and embroidered with the strands of gold.
Hey, Galan.
Yeah.
Do you know where one could find a diamond?
Um. mm, no. What do you need it for?
I'm trying to cast a spell, and it's the properties of the diamond are required to channel the god's magic in order to for the spell.
How
to
much?
be
How big of a diamond do you need?
Mm. I guess approximately 300 GP worth. I don't know.
Right,
I don't
right.
know.
You
Is
could
that
say
like
you could say 300 gold pieces. That's fine. I understand that you're speaking in carats and things like that, but yeah, you can say 300 gold pieces. He goes, well, I've got this amulet. It's gold and silver, but and it has a diamond set as the main stone. I'll go get it. And then he goes into his back room and he comes out with this amulet. I wouldn't necessarily call it a necklace. It's not a necklace. It's an amulet. So what that means is you have like these big broad metal plates that come down the side made out of gold and silver, and then it's got this giant diamond gem on there. Yeah, I could sell you this amulet. Maybe you could pry the gem out and use it in your spell.
does it look like that the diamond embedded in the amulet would work?
Yeah, it's a 500 gold piece gem.
Okay.
So he'll sell you the amulet for 1,000 gold.
I think we might have to wait on this transaction for our boat to come back. I don't think I can afford that right now. But
Why do you have to wait for the boat to come back?
that has my money on. Oh wait, no, we put all our money in the.
Yeah, you have all your stuff. There's nothing on the boat. You don't have to worry about anything being on the boat.
Since I had insisted on bringing a chariot with us, we just loaded everything up and brought that to town with us.
Right. How many gold to, or how many silver to 1 gold?
10.
10. Okay. Well, either way, I can't afford it, but okay.
Is this diamond going to be useful to you?
It would allow me to save one of us from death. Should that arise.
Well, that sounds incredibly useful.
Not that I don't save you guys from death all the time already, but
How much do you need?
He needs all of it.
I have. He wants to sell it to me for 1,000 gold.
Well, it's plus it's the amulet part of it is also gold and silver. So if you pry the gem out, then the amulet would only be worth about 500 gold.
Right.
But you could put another gem in its place and restore it, but do a little jewel smithing, or you could sell it separately, or You know, or you can cast it while it's still in the amulet. You know,
Mhm.
it'll just
And that-
burn up the gem.
And that's how you keep track of it too. Is it's around your neck
You
for an
wear it,
emergency.
yeah. hmm I'm short about 850 gold.
850.
Didn't you just get like 100,000 silver?
I think we let the city keep most of it.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's okay.
Okay.
We don't have to buy it today, but
you know it's here.
Lon,
mhm.
would you accept gems
Yeah,
as payment?
of course.
Okay. I'm not sure if I can get you 850, but let me see.
I would prefer gems actually.
Oh, good.
Yeah, they're
mostly
lighter than
pearls.
gold.
Um. Do, do, do,
Just
do,
1,000.
do.
Jewelry too. If you got some unusual jewelry, I'd be willing to buy that off of you.
Oh, cool, cool, cool. I very much do. 50.
Or we're trading, really, right? You're giving me your jewelry, and I'm giving you my jewelry.
Yes.
So he will trade you a 1-for-1. So, I mean, he'll give you full price. He's not going to undercut your jewelry. If he was buying it from you, then yeah, he would have to undercut you. But because it's a trade like this, it's a value for value.
Okay, something went wrong because it said that was only 200. Hold on. 260 plus 5 plus 36. I can get you 500 closer to that.
Yeah, it seems like a goal to work towards.
Okay.
Okay. So just know that I have art and jewelry from around the world. I fancy myself as a collector. So
Yeah, we'll
if
keep
you
an
have
eye
jewelry, yeah, if you have jewelry or whatever from around the world, I might be interested in it. All right. Anything else? Are you enjoying your deer stew?
Yes.
It's delicious.
Great.
Thank you, Jan.
Yeah. Yeah, I do my best. I use pepper. These people don't understand good culinary art.
Like spices.
Can you read, Galan?
Yes, I can read.
Well, we found this paper. Some Caesarians had wrapped in a signet ring of the house Gianna from Athens,
Okay.
and we can't read.
What's it written in?
I don't know. I can't read.
Okay.
I
Well,
didn't
if you want me to look at it, I can look at it.
I would appreciate that.
He looks at it and says it's written in Caesarian.
That makes sense.
I don't know. I can't read Caesarian.
Yep. I tried.
I can read Sword Costian. No, he can't. I can read Greek, a little bit of Latin, and tea leaves.
Oh.
In what?
Tea leaves. He is a diviner, a divineer.
Like our fate isn't enough decided as it is.
Okay, so I'm gonna attend to some of these other customers here, and
Oh yeah, yeah, you do that.
and if you need anything, just let me know. And he goes scurrying off to make sure everybody's enjoying their breakfast, their meal, bringing out like different drinks for different tables and maybe some jellied pastries and stuff like that. He's basically just a very busy person, busybody, high energy, a lot of sugar and caffeine.
I know the type.
Yeah.
Well, perhaps we should get to know our fellow stewards while we're here. There's much of the town we have not seen yet.
That's true.
Such as the orchard.
Yep, there's the orchard, and the vineyard. Really, the only other places you haven't really ventured into.
Or, if we don't have anything else to do, I could get accustomed to this new bow I got yesterday.
Yep, I'm sure you. Over by the lodge, I'm sure there's some targets that you can shoot at.
So what do you guys think?
I say let's go meet some of our fellow stewards since we've been here only a relatively short time and haven't really taken much time to see who else all is here beyond the blacksmith and Kyron and go on.
Well, the towns that I've been in before, any buildings facing the square like this tend to be, businesses or other such public spaces. They might bear investigating.
Well, here we have it, Ariel. Let's go meet the people. Let's go meet the people here.
Or as Argus said, the orchard. I like fruit.
Yeah, let's entertain ourselves until the next apocalypse.
Well, on your way to the orchard, you can tell this building here does have a sign out in front of it.
Does it have words or a symbol?
It has both. It's got like above and below there's these strange letters, and then there's this symbol of a mug overflowing.
I'm sure we'll find some locals in there.
You want to go in there?
Sure, let's take a peek inside.
Okay. So as soon as you go inside, you realize it's not a shop, it's a factory. Okay. So when you go in there, you see giant vats, big, huge barrels. You see some of these vats are suspended over fires. And when I say big vat, I'm talking about 2,000 gallon,
That's the grandmother factory in Shrek 2.
I don't know what that is.
No.
Okay.
Grandmother. No.
Yeah. What's a Shrek? No, I know. I saw Shrek 1. Okay.
Oh.
So you go into. I know who Donkey is. That's about it. Okay. So you go in and you can tell that they are brewing something. Okay. And you can smell. The immediate scent is honey.
Oh, mead.
And there are a couple of people wandering around with aprons and big mittens on their hands, and some of them are standing on these ladders stirring these 2,000-gallon vats. They're giant. They're big. They're probably the vat themselves is probably like 7 or 8 feet tall, and probably about 8 foot around. 8 foot wide. So it's really big. Yeah, and they see you come in, and they acknowledge your presence, but they don't stop doing what they're doing. They're working. They don't say hi. They don't stop. They just they see you. You're not being aggressive. You don't have your weapons out and coming at them or anything. So they just kind of ignore you. It's not like a restricted area, where hey, you can't come here, that kind of stuff. So they don't care. They just don't care.
At the smell of all the honey and I assume yeast, you see Zermetti's eyes get really, really big. And I start noticeably drooling.
They don't offer us any free samples.
Zermetti's is a cop.
No, they're all working.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there anybody just standing there watching everyone else work, giving orders or something, clearly in charge?
Make a perception check. You're scanning the building. It's a maze. You're looking around. There's all these vats and rows. So you can't see the entire place unless you wander around inside there. So make a perception check.
13.
Yes, there is. When you go to the back, when you wander around, you look in the back. There's actually a bar with stools, and someone is behind the bar, and behind them on the shelf is a bunch of bottles filled with who knows what, because all the bottles are different colors and shapes and sizes.
Excuse me, could I buy a bag of yeast?
Can you do what?
Can I buy a bag of yeast?
Why do you need yeast?
That's my business.
No.
I am very confused.
We get our yeast specifically shipped in, and we use it for creating our fine brew here.
Yeah,
We're not in the market of selling our supplies. If you want to buy some of the brew, that's fine.
I was more interested in the yeast.
Yeah, that's strange. I don't know. Are you making bread?
Fun fact, cats go gaga for yeast. Most cat food is just flavored with pure yeast.
Huh.
Interesting. Strange.
Should we be concerned every time we bring Zermetti's to a bakery?
Yes.
But no, if you are interested in have a glass, and he pulls 4 glasses out, and he pours some liquid in these glasses. And they're glass. They're not like metal mugs or anything. They're actual glass, and they look like European glasses. They're not bowls, Greek bowls or anything. They're actual glasses. And he pours this yellowish brown green liquid in it. If you can mix a yellow, brown, and a green together, that's kind of what it is. And he pours it in there. Because this is one of our dark, minty flavored meads.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Okay. Anybody else willing to
Yeah,
risk
I can do
being
that.
poisoned? Okay. So you all drink, and yeah, it tastes fine. Tastes good, actually. It tastes divine. It's probably not good enough for Dionysus or anything, but it's still good. Yeah, we got a new batch brewing right now. It should be done in about 3 days. Yeah, we'll have a big event where we invite everybody from around, all the stewards to come and share our mead and take home what they need.
Really?
Yeah. Bring your coin.
I will.
Yeah, someone told me that nothing's free in this life. Maybe the next. But even then, you got to pay to get across the river, so nothing's free. Life or death.
It's just what they need, but there's very the mindset of Gallus. I'm like, what? Why would you need poison specifically made for humans?
Everyone can make a perception check with a disadvantage.
15.
Where am I at? I'm not
12.
looking. Oh, I see a 15, a 12, a 20,
20.
and a
20.
20. Okay, well, the scout and the druid both
Go
see,
humans!
but the scout and the druid both see there is a loose bumblebee or bee of some kind flying around in the building. You saw him zip by.
Hmm.
Nobody else saw that.
Argus won't mention anything about it. This seems normal.
Okay,
So maybe that's an aviary thing there.
it is. It is. Those are bee huts, bee buildings, where the bees and their honey is harvested.
So I was trying to find a quick article to share about the yeast thing, and apparently cats also love green olives. I didn't know that one.
Well, you're in Greece, so go crazy.
Yeah, they currently have a cat population problem in the 2020s.
Really?
It's a problem where they've considered bulldozing them. They're
There's like stray cats running around everywhere.
everywhere.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah. And they're, they're not going to kill a cat. So what happens? More cats.
You know, when the law changed the title of pets to pest,
That's right.
then it's gonna change.
Man, I love orange chicken.
Well, did you guys want any mead or mead?
We'll come back in 3 days for
Okay.
the new badge.
Well,
Do
sure,
it your
sure.
best.
There'll be an announcement. Everybody will know. We'll make sure everybody knows, because we're not gonna release it in 3 days. We're gonna release it when it's ready. We suspect it's 3 days
Of course.
because we take pride in our work here at the Foot Factory.
Foot factory.
It's actually called the Foot Factory.
I mean,
Lovely.
it would have made more sense if it was wine due to how it's created, but it's me.
I mean,
No, no.
I'll correct
The
anything
the
you
owner's
say.
name is Foot.
Oh.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
I was like, all right, there's a footprint over there, but it's
No.
behind the cap and
You know,
hammer.
I'm not the owner, and if I was going to make the sign, I probably would have played on his name and made like a big footprint or something on the sign. But he didn't want to do that because, that he didn't want to be associated with actual feet. Right.
So it was the foot's barrel that wasn't a footprint.
No.
Oh.
No. That was a giant that was here before my time. So it's like that hole in the ground over there, that's like 100+ years old.
I'm more curious what happens to it if there's just one footprint and nothing else. It just vanishes right there.
Yeah, I mean that was probably soft ground.
Curious.
Or the other holes were filled in already. Because that was a long time ago when that guy came by. Way before my time. All right, so let me get back to work. And then he just sits down on a stool.
See.
Is there anything else you guys need?
No.
No, I'm just wondering, Zemaze, why were you going nuts back there?
Did you not smell that?
Honey?
No, the yeast. It's delicious.
What does yeast have to do with you acting like a drug fiend?
Tasty. Why do you think we put it in every
Tasty?
drink? And bread.
No, we
Tasty.
don't put it in every drink. We put it in drinks to numb our senses.
Well, it's tasty.
Okay, does this mean we're gonna have to be careful every time we take you into a bakery? Because you were completely zoned out at the moment you saw that yeast.
No, I have plenty of coin. It'll be
Okay, just making sure.
So you want to do anything else than getting drunk? Because I'm not for it when we can get into another disaster any second.
I don't want the alcohol, I just wanted the yeast. It's like trail mix.
You weird.
We should look around some more.
Let's go check out the orchard. Or
Maybe they have yeast.
That's right. Maybe they do. Okay, so you guys leave the foot factory and you head over to... Whoa, what's going on here? There we go. You head over towards the orchard. You'll notice the reason why I put you there, not just straight into the trees, is there is a wall. I don't know if you... It's not really super distinct on the map, but there is a wall that goes around the orchard. You can see where the grass changes to like a cultivated area, and right. There are magnificent bronze gates right there that you can go through. And it's open, so you can just go, you can walk in. And the trees behind the building, is more akin to a forest than a orchard. So what you actually see is rather than neat orderly rows, which is what's on the map, you actually see that the tree canopy builds towards the center as the trees get older and older. So the closer to the center you get, the older the trees are. So it's weird. The trees kind of grow in size towards the center. So the tree leaves and everything, it looks almost not a pyramid, but it looks like a hill when it's not really a hill. But once you like take a look behind the building, you can see that under the trees is we'll call it the interior space. When you're looking, it looks like, how do I explain this? It's not natural. Okay, so think of a TARDIS. Okay, you're outside. It looks like there's a bunch of trees, you know, in a nice little compact area. But when you get past the gate and you look underneath the tree branches and everything, it's massive.
It's bigger on the inside.
It's bigger on the inside than it looks like it would be on the outside.
Then we want to go in.
Yeah, I mean, you're standing near the entrance buildings, which looks like maybe a house, somebody's home. And then you also see the orchard itself with a few paths that lead to the inside.
I'd like to try and head for that big giant center tree.
Okay, the center of the orchard where the biggest tree would be, the oldest tree.
Yes.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, so you walk down these paths that lead you towards the middle. And you'll notice that these trees are apple trees. You see a lot of apples hanging, you know, you're just like, they're apples. And they all look ripe and ready for the plucking. What you do is you can.
Ground as well.
There are not really any deadfall at all. It's like someone goes through here and tidies up. Okay, so as you get a little closer to the center, an imposing figure stands in front of you. It is a female centaur. Even without her polished silver and bronze breastplate and gauntlets. Okay, they're bronze breastplates, but when you take bronze and you polish it to a shine, it looks silver. Okay, and so her bronze breastplate and gauntlets look silver, but you know they're bronze. Stands as an imposing looking centaur, carrying a glaive. Yes, she has a glaive, toned muscles, and her arms are proof enough she is well trained to use it. Her skin is dark and slightly weathered from a life spent in the sun, and her hair is almost the definition of copper. Everyone here can make a perception check. It's a pretty high number. We're going to call it a 17. Okay, you guys figuring this out right away.
We've been around the block a few times.
Yeah,
I
we've
guess
been
so.
around the block a few.
It's not easy to tell, but she is a centaur, and centaurs all look the same. Yes, I'm racist. But when you're looking at her, you can see that she has some of the same features of Chiron.
We've seen
Like she might be a
another
relative. She might be a relative. And she's just standing there, blocking your path. Or just standing on the path. Maybe inadvertently blocking your path. Who knows?
I'm just looking at her. Is this Chiron's sister?
With Chiron being immortal, it's really kind of hard to tell what his age is. But he seems to be older.
daughter.
You know, like maybe a father figure, right? You're making leaps and guesses, but yeah, it kind of leans towards that.
We might as well ask her what's up.
So you just walk up and say, "Hey, what's up?" What do you do?
I'm just gonna ask. So, who even are you, by the way?
Oh, welcome. My name is Thales. And as you probably guessed, I'm Chiron's daughter.
Oh,
I'm the guardian of the golden apple tree.
okay.
What? Oh, I am Zermetes. The what?
Well, nice to meet you, Zermetes the what?
I'm Gallus. You said the golden apple tree.
Yes. The golden apple tree in the middle of the orchard is a gift from Hera.
And what about these golden apples besides, gift from the gods and being golden makes them need to be guarded?
It's not really my place to say, but I can say that Hera has demanded that they are protected, and that only those worthy of her blessing are allowed to approach the golden apples.
I'm gonna back away.
So you need to talk
because-
to Hera about the golden apples. I mean, I just follow the commands.
I just work here, man.
I just work here.
We're going to the temple.
Even our gods don't answer to our question.
What are you talking
Ye-
about? Artemis answers me.
Here's a. You're asking. I can only assume you're going to ask the literal queen of the gods about these apples.
Can I
have an
apple?
I'm
Please?
Pretty
Damn apples.
sure, Medes, we may be good, but we're not that good.
Speak for yourself.
We're
I
not
think-
good.
Excellent.
Are you
Speaks for
the
all of us.
are you the new stewards that came in the other day?
Yes,
Yes.
we are.
And I heard something about a werelion and a hydra.
Yes,
Yeah, that's just
we're
not here.
Yeah, I can see far beyond the walls.
That's cool. Can you teach us how to do that?
No.
Oh, do you just like find the trees and look?
No, I'm just. And she looks, and she poses a little bit, pushes out her chest, and goes, I'm just that good.
Like I said,
She's
Zermedes,
perfect for you, Zed.
like I said, Zermedes, we're good, but we're not that good. Just points at her.
Maybe if you get the blessing of Hera, as I have, maybe you'll be able to see far beyond the walls as yourself.
Yeah, but we can't get that blessing if we don't go talk to her, guys. We gotta ask her if she needs anything done.
And so far, we haven't done much to get her attention. So let's wait a bit, Zermedes.
So, Zermedes, are you looking to become the newest Hera acolyte?
No. No, I am firmly under the guidance of Lady Artemis.
Yeah, I was gonna say Artemis is gonna have trust issues by the end of this.
But
Okay.
one should revere and honor all of the gods.
That's a good way to CYA.
Yes.
Well, that's not what my goddess says. My goddess says you worship only me. I'm like, alright.
Your goddess sounds mean.
Yeah.
My god didn't kill her dad.
Remember those storms?
That
That
killed
just-
everyone but me?
Well, that like destroyed crops.
Yes.
Who do you think brought that on?
The Titan?
No, Titans don't do that.
Oh,
That was Thessa punishing the people.
sucks.
Yeah.
Why? Why do you follow her again?
She's depends on who you are. She's good to you. Okay. You all also should notice that your piety is now 5, if you haven't noticed.
And it's something like, she saved me as an infant. Why would she kill me now?
Yeah, and she's pretty. Okay. Which party items, party magic items. Okay, there we go.
And speaking of which, I just read note for Gatless, and every time I click on it, check regularly, which I do. Nothing's ever on them.
Okay, that I never gave you this art. I should have given you that art a long time ago. That was Atlanta. Way back in the day.
Huntress?
The huntress in the where you were trying to bring a gift to her.
That's what I said. Like, we've seen another female centaur. We can make the difference. Maybe.
There you go. There's Thessa. That's why he worships her. Okay.
And she saved me from a very lethal disease as a child. Let's not forget that.
Yeah, that's someone else's god. Artemis. We all know this one. And everyone should know that one.
Is that a Smite picture?
Maybe. There's Hera. Trying to see some of these other ones you might have run across. Ah, you definitely would have recognized this one. Because of the Temple of Zeus.
It's exactly like he said. A very well chiseled, regular looking man.
That's right. Just a regular looking dude. Okay. Yeah, I'll save that picture. All right, so if you wish to take an apple, you're welcome to take an apple. We have millions of them. Because remember, the apple orchard is much larger on the inside than it is on the outside. So you're welcome to your apple pie, apple custard, apple wine, whatever you need apple for. Just go ahead and take a few apples, and you're welcome to them.
Any apple?
Any
She
apple.
clearly just means the normal apples.
I say, hey, Raxus Argus, let's just step out of the way and let Zermetes get smite by himself.
Look, I'm not touching anything. I'm waiting a while before I take anything.
Okay. Yeah, they're available. There's no restriction. You can have. This was a gift by Hera. Just stay away from the golden apples.
Oh,
I reach up and take an apple.
Okay. Now you're encumbered.
I don't know if I eat all of it.
Okay, yeah, you just eat
like
it, right?
Skyrim.
okay. So
Yeah,
I
they
gather
restore
400
one hit
apples
point. No, they don't.
for when we fight a dragon. No.
Oh, if they do, I'm gonna hoard them.
Yeah, they don't heal anything. They're used in making other things that also don't heal anything.
Maybe golden one does.
They restore, if you eat a meal and sleep in an inn, maybe you'll get rid of one exhaustion. Okay, so you're done with the orchard. You're escorted out by apples. Okay. From there, where would you like to go? Oh, you can notice that right here, it's a cemetery. Right? It's Hades and his cronies. People if they die, they either get buried there or they get cremated there. Only certain people get buried. Almost everyone else is burned. But that's, you can tell it's a cemetery. They've got crypts and stuff like that where they might store your bones in a like locked sarcophagus or something. It does look like this would be the main, what do they call it? Not crypt. Maybe it is the main crypt. It's not a temple or anything like that. There's not like a worshiping spot here, even though the whole cemetery would probably be considered the temple. Right about that time, you see Eclippe. You remember her. She's the elven huntress. She comes running up to you. Okay, that's right. You're running. Not at a sprint, more like a jog. I'm going to put her on the map. There we go. Not that big. Okay, so she comes running down in front of it looks like she might be coming from the lodge, but she's running down this little road here. And she raises her hand, and then she's not sure what to call you. You could tell that something goes through her mind, and her gears lock up in her inside of her head. She's like, "Hey, you guys."
Yeah.
I I don't think I got your group's name. Do you have a party name or a company name or anything?
Company.
Like, what should I be calling you?
Oh, we are the Golden Spears.
Oh, okay. All right. Hey, Golden Spears. Something's come to my attention, and I would like your help.
All right, what can we do for you?
Uh, Okay. So, give me a second. I'm getting troubling reports that the Hind of Artemis has been seen limping in her native woods and acting on edge more than usual. I suspect that someone or something has attacked the Hind with the intent of killing her. The fact alone that this entity was able to hurt the Hind is troubling, as the Hind of Artemis is renowned for her fleetness of foot and ability to escape any predator.
Then we must act quickly.
Yeah,
So-
this seems extremely problematic.
I would like you to investigate. It sounds like you're on board with this, so I can give you
waiting for something like this.
I can give you a direction to the last place the wounded hind has been seen. If you could find her and tend to her wounds, that would be great.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And
So,
we
do you
got-
guys know anything? Do you know anything about the hind or?
Oh, Zermedes, what about?
Can I make a religion check to see what I know?
Sure.
Being a follower of Artemis.
Yeah, you can.
Okay. I'm not good at religion. I'm not very pious. Oh,
Okay.
no.
Well, you have heard of the Hind of Artemis. It's basically a deer that's been blessed by Artemis, but that's about all you know. So if you want to ask her about the hind, you can. She says, if you need to know anything about the hind, I can tell you. Otherwise, I'll just give you directions, and then you can go see if you can't offer any assistance or aid.
I'd just like to say that's what I already knew about the hind. I was sure I was missing something big. Okay. Well, I might still be.
Does it have golden horns?
Well,
Would it?
it's a female deer.
Like,
A
so
hind.
doe.
Yeah. Where was it last spotted?
She's going to give you directions.
Okay.
Do you want to ask about the hind?
What does the hind even look like, if you don't mind my asking?
Well, it's think of a deer all in white fur with golden horns.
All right.
And the golden horns are given to her by Artemis to give her godly speed.
Okay. Good to know.
She serves as a test to the hunters of Artemis to
You heard
prove
that, big cat?
their hunting prowess by stalking and subduing the hind without killing her.
See, and that's what I was saying I like to do on my special hunts.
Well, there's your moment, big cat.
Yeah. Any other questions about the hind?
Have you ever caught it?
I've tried.
If it's in trouble, can it be healed regularly if it was wounded, or we would need some special things to help her?
Well, depending on the wound, I don't know what the wound is. She was seen limping, so I'm going to assume that maybe she's got a broken bone or maybe a severe muscle tear or something like that. Your standard magical healing should resolve any of that. Now, if there's something worse than that, you'll need more powerful magic.
Like the apples.
No.
No.
Like maybe regeneration or something like that. I don't know. But I don't know what her wounds are. But you seem to be the most capable to deal with this. So I came to you.
So, Zermedes find it, Argus heal it, and me and Rax is gonna deal with everything that stands in the way. Sounds good?
Yeah,
I'm just ready to get started to find whatever could have harmed a god's sacred animal. Because ever did this is not lightweight.
Right.
Where have you been the last 2 months?
So, okay, if you don't have any, Alberto says hello from Spain. Okay, hey, Alberto. But now, if you don't have any other questions about the hind, because I've got a whole chapter on it, and you didn't ask anything, then I'll just give you directions so that you can move on.
Well, I would ask, but I feel like part of the hunt is learning these things for myself.
Would you say that a hunter with no tools is a hunter?
He's a lion, so maybe. With no
Not
tools.
necessarily a wise hunter, but still a hunter.
Okay, so do you want to be a wise hunter or do you want to be a naked hunter?
You're naked?
Metaphorically.
Is there anything known to attract the hind? Special plant, a song, time of day?
Good poetry.
Not that I'm aware of, but just remember, chasing the hind would be a fool's errand. Her speed is too great. So singing or trying to lure or use your wits would be the way to go.
Any
But she was limping, so maybe she slowed down. So I don't know. Maybe you can catch her. What was that?
any foods or snacks the hind particularly likes that you know of?
No. Just whatever deer normally eat.
Just bring a salt lick.
Yeah. Bring some honey mead. No, it shouldn't.
No.
Or an apple.
No.
Yeah, maybe an apple, but yeah, still.
When you attempted to catch the hind, how did you fail? Was it simply too fast, or did it, I don't know, vanish and appear somewhere else?
I was going to. This is my plan, right? I was going to sneak up on it, without me noticing it, and then I was just going to grab its horns and jump on its back so it couldn't run away from me, and then I was just going to wrestle it to the ground. I got within about 100 feet, and the next thing I know, it wasn't there anymore. It moved so fast that when I came upon the hind, it was early morning. There was dew still on the ground. And I was sneaking up through the wet grass. And as soon as the hind saw me, it was noon.
So, perhaps not that the hind is fast, but it slows things around it down.
It's a possibility. Now, the hind resides in the Great Forest. Well, in this area, right? About 8 miles south of here is where she was spotted. Limping. Bleeding. And she's not the only game to hunt in that area. There, we hunt normal deer and bear and wolves and all that kind of stuff in the area. So be on the lookout for that as well. Either to avoid or to sate your appetite for the kill.
You hunt wolves?
Oh yeah. Wolves are dangerous. We hunt them as more of a precaution. Yeah, precaution, right? To keep them away from our children, keep them away from the chickens and all that other stuff. Okay, so she is 8 miles south of the village. So it should only take you a couple hours to walk there. And then you should be able to pick up the trail from there. Maybe. If you're a good hunter.
I am the best.
Yeah, I heard you were the goat.
Leon.
Oh, he's the cat.
Yeah, the
the
greatest
cat.
of all time.
Oh.
I am both the cat and the cat's pajamas.
Okay. I don't know what a pajama is, but that sounds
Yeah,
impressive.
Me neither.
Yeah.
That sounds comfy.
Does it? Sounds like you're full of jelly or something. Okay, a pan of jams. I don't know. Okay, so bye. Off
Bye.
with you then. Okay. So, are you guys ready to go heading south
Yes.
in the direction that you want you to? Okay.
Before we go,
Before you go.
I like to collect apples from
Okay.
the orchard.
I thought you did.
Well, I ate it. I'd like to collect some apples to bring back.
Okay. Yeah. So, how many apples do you want?
Can I please? We have 10.
Yeah, you can have 10. Mark that down as 2 pounds.
Okay.
Not each, total. All right, so heading south following the directions that your huntress Eclipe gave you. One of you is navigating. Who is that?
that the same
Navigation
as-
is Zermeti.
Yeah.
Especially since
So,
this is his.
If
big
you're
thing.
navigating, you're not doing perception checks.
Perception checks are for the scout.
Okay. So who's navigating? Zermetes?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Give me a survival check.
Have fun with a bang. I
With
would
an
like
8.
to use my PVI, please.
Okay.
My pride as a hunter is on the line.
14.
Okay. Change that to 0. Okay.
To zit.
That hurts to do, but I needed it.
Yeah, but your 14 actually succeeds. The target number was only a
5.
10. Okay. So you guys are
+6.
so you guys are cruising along, and you get rows of impressively towering trees and creeping shrubs signify the entrance into Artemis's hunting ground. No clear path is visible. A trail must be made. So that's why, right? So you're having to like figure it out, cut some branches, push some bushes to the side, crawl under some fallen logs, all that good stuff. And you are now in the verdant domain, right? You're basically in the woods. Glints of sparkling droplets catch your eyes. A spray of golden blood is spread across the foliage that reflects the few dappled rays of light. Basically, you got a canopy. There are some lights coming through, but this golden blood glints in the light.
I get the feeling.
I never seen blood like that. Does it feel like blood?
Okay, yeah, you go up to it, and you can make a survival check if you'd like.
Because with my former profession, I know what blood is.
Well, you've been cut yourself, Just make a survival roll.
16.
Yeah, it's definitely dried blood. But it's golden.
Close.
So it's obviously alien. No, it's some kind of who knows what, right?
It feels.
And it looks
smell.
like it was splattered against the tree branches and bushes and stuff.
Like everything but the color tells me it's blood.
Right.
Alright. I think we're on the right track.
Okay, so what do you want to do?
Well, I'm gonna let Zermetes.
Well, when I say you, I mean the party. What does the party do?
Oh. Smell it, get a little taste, follow the blood trail.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so a wisdom survival check is needed to follow the golden blood trail. The roll represents an hour of tracking. Because of the luminescence of the blood, it's impossible to lose track. But a failure just means it's a wasted hour.
Because the deer's been running around, so you got to find the right path.
So you can, if someone else has survival skill, they can give you advantage.
I don't. The druid doesn't have survival?
He doesn't
Well,
need it. He
well,
magically creates food.
Here goes everything. A 10.
Okay, if you miss it by 5 or more,
What are these rolls today? Who jinxed me?
see that.
You jinxed yourself.
Oh my god, not a single one above 10 on the natural die.
Greatest hunt in the world. I should have said, yeah, what Zermanis does better than the three of us.
Let's just. I have this yeast in my nose from earlier.
That's what you get for snorting yeast before going after your god's sacred animal.
Also, your specialty is hunting. No, actually, it's punching.
It's punching.
What, are you not a ranger?
Okay, that it is now around 9. If you want to make the roll again.
Okay.
Because again, you can't lose track.
Yeah. 17.
Okay. You have not succeeded. Um, so it's 10 and okay, now I understand. That wasn't high enough for that result. Got it. Okay, so does somebody want to use a PVI on that roll? Or do you want to accept a 17?
I think we're gonna accept 17.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you come across a peculiar sight in the quiet clearing. A magnificent deer with brilliant golden antlers is in the open, licking at open wounds on its left flank. Even from here, you can tell the wounds are discolored and festering. And though the deer is stricken, it regularly stops to scan the surrounding, wary of attackers. So it's basically a deer, right? It's always up looking around, and then it's trying to clean itself. What do you want to do? You're about 50 feet away from it.
Argus, can you?
You have not triggered any kind of result or reaction from this thing.
Argus, can you do anything with your weird nature craft to make me harder to see?
I can, yeah. But if I were to cast a spell on you, it'd probably hear me run off from here.
Oh, that's fair.
But we could
If it's
walk
got
away
if
from
it's
it.
got if it's got verbal components.
I think it's the stealth spell. I think has verbal components.
I mean, the only other alternative is for you to cast one of your spells to speak with it and convince it to let us heal it. That's the other alternative.
I don't have that spell. It lasts a long time though. We can walk away from it and then sneak up.
But we may not find it again.
Hmm.
Does it
Where is
last
it?
over an hour? Does it last over an
It lasts-
hour?
It lasts 1 hour.
Yeah. So if you
But I
walk
can cast
away,
it.
you can cast it. You'll get one survival check to see if you can find it again. And if he doesn't, then the spell wears off. Or you can try to speak with it.
That one I can't do actually right now.
Okay. Hmm.
Well, you could try to sneak up on it now without my
Yeah.
aid, and if you
I-
fail, then we can try again.
I'll do that.
You got this.
This is my test.
Okay.
I am going to use my DM inspiration.
Okay. And you're looking to beat the Hind's passive perception.
Of 200, yes.
It's close, but it's not that high. It's 199.
You're kidding me.
I'm not kidding you.
I
You
got
rolled an
a
11.
2 and a 3.
No, you rolled an 11. Okay. So you take a few steps. The tree branch cracks, right? And the hind the hind bolts, and we enter into a skill challenge.
Awesome.
Right? So you didn't get any successes so far.
Question.
You can quest all you want.
As it bolts, can I cast Hunter's Mark on it?
No, it's bolted already.
Okay.
You could have done that before.
That's got a verbal component.
Right. Well, yeah. But yeah, it's bolting when the... Yeah.
Okay.
But not only is it bolting...
Worth asking.
Yeah. Time seems to stop. Okay. So everybody once time stop has ended, you guys can roll initiative and enter the skill challenge.
All right.
If you don't have access to your tokens for the initiative, let's do this. There we go. Now you should have access to your tokens. You can click your token. You can add it to the initiative order. The only reason why we're rolling initiative is so that each person in turn can attempt to chase this hind. Just so you know, it was not a whole long time, but it was 4 turns that you lost. You lost 4 turns. Didn't even happen. So basically, the hind got to as a 4-turn head start. Unfortunately, the range of that ability is only 1,000 feet. Okay. Okay. Are you trying to clear out your random die roller?
Yeah,
Okay.
and even look at that. Most of those are puny.
That's fine. Yeah. 20 times 10 gets you 200, so. Or actually, 20 times 10.5, right? No? Yeah, 10.5.
So I got one above average.
Yeah. Okay, so,
Then it's perfectly fine.
okay, so this is a little meta here. So, and I'm gonna explain it to you up front so that you guys can enjoy this. You have to cooperate if you want to stand a chance to catch the panicked Hind of Artemis. Roll initiative, which you did. You're going to take turns making skill checks or suggesting solutions in how to catch the Hind. You have to make 5 successes before you make 3 failures. Spells can be used, etc., etc. At the beginning of your turn, you have to make a Constitution saving throw. Okay, so we'll start with shuffling, and we now have Zermedes. Zermedes going first. First thing he does, Constitution saving throw. It's only a 10. Because
I cleared out the dice roller.
yeah, you feel like you haven't lost your breath and you're not going to pass out. Okay. What do you want to do?
I take off running in the direction the Hind went.
That's a given. That's
Yeah.
what everybody's doing. But what are you doing to get a success?
Could spend a key point for an extra dash. I think there was something about Step of the Wind. No, I must be thinking of someone else's ability. I was thinking it made difficult terrain no longer difficult, but that's not what I have. I don't. Tracking it, what could I do? Make it easier for me or others.
Yeah, basically you just pick a skill that's on your skill list and say, I'm doing this. And yeah, just like before.
Just like when we gathered information at the lake. If it applies, use it.
Yeah.
And if you can't think of any, then how good of a hunter are you?
Yeah.
Watching for the deer's hoof prints
Okay.
to try, they'll be like a bit deeper if it pushed harder. So if it had to jump over something, I don't even have to think about it. It knows this area better than I do. So I'm watching the footprints as I run. Maybe survival or perception.
You tell me.
Perception.
Yeah, I don't think that's a survival test. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Okay. Click.
A 20 and a 1. It is balanced.
I hate
Yeah.
this.
So guess what? That is your what's that second perception?
Oh, I clicked it and it wasn't going through.
You just didn't want it to go through, but yeah, it was a flump. So that is a failure.
Now, someone has to be.
So we have one failure.
No.
And you did make your Constitution save. Right. Okay. Gallus. Constitution saving throw. Looking for a 10. You are not winded. What skill do you want to use, or ability, or spell, or something like that?
We're deep in the woods, so I'm gonna try to remember all my training, and I'm gonna use acrobatics.
Okay, use acrobatics to vault over falling trees and branches and stuff like that.
Yes.
Give me a
I'm
roll.
gonna follow my instincts instead of the deer.
Sure.
And it worked.
Do you think a 22 is good enough?
Yes.
Okay, it is.
I-
Yeah. So,
I
yeah.
hope so.
yeah, it actually barely makes it, but yeah, it's good. So, you actually got a success. So 1 success, 1 failure. You're keeping up. You're running. Everybody's running, but you're able to maybe gain on it a little bit. Raxus.
All right, make a Constitution save.
Yep, that's the first thing you do on the
right,
the
here we
challenge.
Don't tell me the one who gets winded is the construct. Yes, it is.
Okay, yeah. So on a failed save, you lose 1 hit die. So it's as if you used it in a short rest. So you just mark your hit dice down by 1.
Okay.
I assume you have all of your hit dice. Does
Yes.
does everybody have all their hit dice? Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So you each should have like 5 dice, I think. So yeah, you just lost 1.
Okay.
What's your task? What do you want to do?
I'm going to do athletics to try and leap and bound through any of like the fallen trees, branches, or any debris that's in my way.
Okay, that would be acrobatics, but athletics is you're able to push yourself in a sprint and go at a faster pace and catch up with
Okay.
them. Yeah. So you can use athletics, absolutely.
Because it's Raxus when he say cleared, I thought he meant go through.
Yeah, so that's 2 successes. So we got 2 successes and 1 failure by the hunter.
Like, he activates every turn the helmet, so he just rams.
Argus, 10 con. Guess what? You lose 1 hit die, which is not too terribly penalizing. What kind of ability or power or skill do you want to use?
I want to try to put myself in the mind of being a deer.
Do you transform into a deer?
No, I don't transform into a deer, but like I want to use my knowledge of, I guess, of nature and my having been animals before
Okay.
to feel like I guess what I'm trying to get a sense is like maybe not like the immediate direction, but like overall, like where would a scared animal head?
Right. So what ability is that?
Nature.
Insight? It's insight.
Okay.
Yeah, it says insight to guess where the hind may be heading.
Cool. I bet.
So we're at 2 and 2.
Man.
Unless you want to re-roll it.
We're at 2. We need to get to 5.
You need to get to 5 before you get to 3.
Yeah, I don't know if we're doing this, guys.
We're
You
doing
got
it.
You have two.
Don't worry, the hind can die. Nothing will happen in the world.
You have
He
2,
died.
Argus.
Okay, I'll use my inspiration, my player inspiration.
But
And
I
you roll.
don't expect much for a +4.
Yeah, 19's
I
a
was
success.
proven wrong.
Yeah, that's right. So we're now at 3 and 2. No, wait. We were at 2 and 2, right?
Yeah, so it's
Yeah.
3-2.
So no,
3-1.
because
1.
3-1. Right. There's
Yeah,
only been 1
3-1.
failure. Right. Okay. So we're at 3-1.
Medis, don't fall on your ass again.
That's right. So we get to a new round. The Constitution check has been raised to an 11.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna say 15. I was like,
No, you still got breath. You're still good.
because that's
What
what
what's
happened on
what
the
skill
boat.
or ability or spell would you like to cast?
Okay. I've been overthinking it. I need to get back to my roots.
You're the cat.
I'm going to expend a key point to Step of the Wind, just bonus dash.
Mm-hmm.
So greatly speed up, and I'm just going to vault over everything in my path, swing from branches, move through the woods like I used to, like I was born here.
Okay.
King of the jungle.
Would you like to give me an acrobatics check or not? You don't have to.
Yes.
Okay, give me an acrobatics.
16?
Yep. Okay, so that's 4 successes
Oh, good.
and 1 failure. Right? So now the next roll is it. It's either no, it's not. You need 3 failures. Okay. So
So
Hey,
just
this is
drama
it for
together.
victory.
yeah, you can win or you could still be in the running. What are you gonna do? Gallus. Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to one-up Zermetes and do perception.
Okay, so you're trying to follow the tracks, making sure you're not running deep into the woods. You're actually following the hind. Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Yeah, that's a failure.
Talking a lot of crap.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's better than a 1.
Okay. Do you want to use the PBI? No. Okay. So 4 and 2.
Raxus, it's all up to you.
Raxus, it falls in your lap. I would take
Okay.
your best
Intimidate
skill
the
and
one.
try to shoehorn it into this roll. No, like what do you,
Perception was my best.
Gallus, did you do a con save, by the way?
No, I did not.
oh, you still need to do a con save. You're good. Good call there, Raxus. Raxus, you got an 11 con save.
Right, here we go.
Yep, you're good. No loss of hit dice.
Alright. And I would like to do another athletics check to keep going through, charging through the debris and stuff. So I
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
this athletics check, if you succeed, would be to catch the hind.
Alright.
If you fail, it would be to lose the hind. Go ahead. Because you're on the last roll.
And can I use my inspiration from our last session to give me advantage?
You can't. That's the best time to do it. So just
That's
click
what I'm
it.
doing.
It'll remove it, and then you roll with advantage.
If
Double
you
ones.
roll
Let's
two
go double
10
ones.
must.
He's trying to jinx you.
20 with
A
advantage.
10 would have failed. So that was an awesome use of the inspiration. The naiads gave you that little extra oomph. You succeed. Okay. Just so you know, this is over with. So, if your hit dice were reduced to 0, then every failed con would be an exhaustion level.
Oh no.
Yeah. And then as soon as you had 3 exhaustion levels, you actually just pass out.
So
From the
we
run.
would've died from running.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah. So what do you do when you catch the hind? You're like running up to it. It's kind of running as fast as it can, but it's kind of limping because it's struggling.
Well,
Watch out, watch out, watch out!
well, noticing that it's weakened, that its side is weakened, I tackle it into the ground on its weakened side and hold it down.
Okay.
As a
So
wrestling
yeah.
move.
So you grab it and throw it to the ground, and you do with that athletics roll. You grab it, you wrestle it to the ground. It's struggling. But it's also wounded.
I'm holding it down long enough for us to get healed.
Okay, so now that everybody else is caught up, what do you guys want to do? We're out of combat.
I would like to try and do a medicine check on the deer.
That is a 12. Go for it.
Like bandaging it, cleaning it out.
Did you get a 12? You did.
17.
Okay. You learn that the hind is suffering not only from a wound, but has poison in her blood.
Oh.
The poison is bound to get worse over time and will kill the hind if not treated within 3 days.
Do I have anything for that?
The same check is needed to know if you got anything for that. Roll.
You have an Argus.
We do got an Argus.
Yeah, it looks like I only have an Argus to count on.
But you can do another. You can do another medical check.
Okay. I'll try that first.
Yeah. So you don't know anything about it. You just know that this poison is preventing this wound from closing fully. The poison has to be cured. You can cure hit points with like your spell that cures hit points, but that's not going to cure this hind.
Okay.
I mean, it'll help, but it'll still die in 3 days.
Can I cast some spells to try to get rid of the poison?
Yeah, what are you going to
Such
cast?
as, I think this one is most appropriate. Protection from poison.
If it is poisoned, you neutralize the poison. Yeah, you neutralize one poison that you know is present. So which poison are you neutralizing?
Or
Zermedes couldn't figure it out. Okay, so you're just going to neutralize a random poison.
I mean, I guess, yeah.
Okay.
It doesn't say that you need to know its name. You just need to know that it's there.
Make a medicine check. Oh, you were okay. You got a 12. Yeah, you doubled the time. It's now 6 days. It's going to die. If you have lay on hands, you don't, which is kind of a, right? If you have minor restoration,
which we don't.
Actually,
Do you?
Don't we have that?
I think I do, yeah.
To prepare?
Let me double check.
if you have an anti-venom potion,
We
You
have
know,
a
I'm
venom
trying to get
potion.
some of those, but I never did.
or if you have the venom that was used to poison it. Oh, wait. The anti-venom created from the venom that was used to... Okay. Yeah, you need alchemy tools to make the potion. No, wait. No, it says or. It says or anti-venom created from using alchemy. Okay, so yeah, if you have an anti-venom potion, lay on hands, minor restoration, you can cure the poison.
It wasn't bitten by a hydra, would it?
A cure poison doesn't work.
Could I try and identify the damage to its leg now that we've cleaned it up a bit, and try and see if I know what bit it?
That was your failed medicine check.
Okay.
Yeah. You looked and you said, I rolled a 6. I can't figure it out.
Yeah, I've never seen this kind of bite.
Right.
Is minor restoration different than lesser restoration?
It should be the same. That's the same.
Oh, okay. Then I can try. If the neutralized poison didn't work, I can do a lesser restoration on it.
Do you have that prepared?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay, so the poison is cured.
Oh,
It's not going to die,
Nice.
but it's still wounded.
I will heal it. With-
While Raxus is holding it down.
yep.
Yeah, because it wants to bolt.
I pat Raxus on the back, saying, "Congratulations, Raxus! You just proven yourself a great hunter." Look at their medis.
Gallus, now is not the time. And he's trying to.
Are you going to heal it at all?
Yeah, I cast this spell.
Okay.
It's a new one. Aura of Vitality. So
Yeah, okay. So he gets 2d6.
as a bonus action, I can heal a creature for 2d6, and it lasts for
A minute, so 10 times.
Yeah.
So 20d6. Yeah, you can do 20d6 on this one creature if you want. Or you can heal each other, but you don't need it. So,
Yep.
yeah, so
Healing ray.
the wound seals up. The claw marks are all
That's a
gone.
lot of ones.
It wasn't a bite. It was claws. And give you guys another 2 chances to make a medicine check.
Should I try again?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, any 2 rolls, whatever the first 2 rolls are. Okay, yeah, that's fine.
20. You should be a doctor instead.
Okay, because you got it by more than 5, you recognize it as Ettercap venom.
Oh no.
The heck is Ettercap?
It's a abomination of spiders. I assume from the underworld, but I don't know
Yeah,
that for
something
sure.
inhuman attacked the Hind.
Did you say spiders?
Yes.
If you have speak with animal, you could speak with the Hind.
I only bring useless spells like neutralize poison and lesser restoration. I don't have speak with animal.
Okay.
The one day, like, alright, we're gonna do some shenanigans.
Well, he
you
has to
pick
useful
spells.
He has to prepare his spells before he found out about that. So.
What we were doing, yeah.
Argus?
No, but we were praying for like a day of shenanigans, and you pick like that's gonna be useful in combat.
Yeah, you could have talked to the bee. You could have talked to the Hind. Okay. So,
Argus, could I borrow an apple?
Yes.
Okay.
This is what I brought them for.
I
I'm
don't
gonna
guess
feed it
if he
to Dean
turned
while I'm laying
into
down.
a deer, he doesn't speak deer.
no.
Oh.
You're going to feed the deer?
Yes, an apple. I'll cut it into little slices. Feed it slices.
Aww.
This must be scary for it.
Make an animal handling roll. With advantage.
There's
Didn't
all
need
my
one.
rolls.
There's all your rolls.
Okay.
Yes, I am
So,
bad.
it seems you seem to
You're
have calmed it down a little bit. It's now not poisoned and not wounded, and you're feeding it an apple. It kind of it's not breathing heavy, and it's not trying to wiggle out of Raxus's hands anymore.
It's like, this is better actually.
Yeah, so it takes a bite.
Okay. Now, presumably, we should be able to follow its blood trail to the other end to find whatever did this.
You mean the giant spiders?
Yes, they cannot be allowed to roam.
And we're pretty close to this.
They're
village.
humanoid. They're humanoid spiders.
Yeah, they're abominations.
Yeah.
Like humanoid spiders or spider tours like triters.
No, they're more like Spider-Man.
Yeah.
You'll see a picture if you find them.
Like the one dude in Star Wars that does.
Yes.
I know what they look like, but I still don't know that I could just describe them to you. They
Yeah.
are.
They're bipedal.
They're horrific.
Unruled trench.
But either way, you'll find them. I got pictures. Okay, so, or you hopefully you'll find them, right? Is that the idea, is to go looking for them?
Yes.
Before we do that,
What are you going to do with this hind?
Well,
That's a very good question.
we did what we needed to, so we'll let it go.
All right.
The point is to
Before-
catch it without harming it, to prove your worth as a hunter. Artemis, I'm sure, knows that we have done this now, and we healed it, which was the point in coming here. We need no proof of that. So now we simply need to avenge it.
All right.
So
And
it gets up after you let it go. It
Mhm.
hesitates for just a second, waiting for maybe a speak with animals spell.
While it's still in front of us, I'll start saying a prayer to Artemis, though.
Okay, and then it runs off.
Yep.
You know, in the middle of your prayer.
That's fine.
Yeah, kicking up dirt in your face. No, it just jumps, leaps and bounds. It runs away. Okay. You're in the middle of the forest somewhere. You have no idea. You've been chasing this deer for an hour. It's 10:30 or so, something like that.
And there's still a blood trail, I assume.
Of where you came from.
Yeah. So we could follow that back and follow it back some more.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You could follow it back to the original clearing and then see if you can find some Ettercap trail. Is that what you're thinking?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I'm hoping for.
Yeah.
Argus, I need to thank you for that. You did what I could not in helping the Lady Artemis's blessed deer. I would just like to tell you I no longer hold any grudge against you for what you made that raccoon do. You're a
I
good
thank
man.
you. But it's on this point that our gods align.
Taking you to a section of the forest.
Even if our objective align, my goddess doesn't align very well. Like most of my losing party said, don't talk to other gods. It's upholding an institution not devoted to her, or bowing to the desire or demands of another god than her.
Gallus, do you need help? I think you might be in an abusive relationship.
Oh, it is hella abuse.
Do we-
You know we can find you another god, right?
There's place that you could worship Artemis.
Okay,
This
Gallus.
is a safe place.
Gallus, look at me. Blink once if you can say no to Fessa safely. Blink twice if you can't say it safely.
Because you don't think she can see me right now?
Yes.
I mean, we are We are far from the actual sea. But we are hella close from Olympus, though.
But you brought the sea with you in your little pouch. Or I guess.
Hopefully you can see that.
water jug.
Oh, that's hideous. But
Yeah.
less than I imagine. I guess my imagination just went AWOL. Just like, like every nightmare you ever had roll into one. Because I'm arachnophobic.
Yes, they are shepherds of
Don't say
grossly
it.
oversized spiders.
Why did you have to say that?
They are blights upon the land, and they must be exterminated so that nature can flourish.
Gallus doesn't care. Simon is very scared. I hope they are very cartoony for the token, Garrett.
Yeah.
Tokens are usually made with the same art as the handout if it's in a module, or if it's custom made for the adventure, then still the same thing usually applies.
Alright.
Kind of like
It's
a
just
walrus.
convenient.
Okay, so you guys have to make some rolls. Okay, so those of you that have, okay, where am I at? Here.
I don't
Okay.
have.
Yeah, those of you that have a passive perception of 15 or higher, don't have to roll.
I have 16.
You have a what?
16.
Yeah, so is that a 15 or higher?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if you don't, speaking to the other two,
I don't know.
Where's passive perception listed?
on the left-hand side of your character sheet.
Well,
Underneath
it's
your,
10
Oh, I
plus
see.
your perception. Do you have a perception of 5 or more?
I got a passive of 13, so I'm rolling.
My passive is 17, so I'm good.
Okay,
It's just Raxus.
so
Just
Raxus runs into it. Okay,
Wait, I just realized our only guard when we're asleep is the one with the less perception?
yes.
Seems
Yeah,
like a good
his-
strat.
His approach to that hunt was charged through the trees in front of him.
That's right.
All right, and who catched it?
Admit it worked. I'm not saying it's bad. You're the one who's saying his lack of perception is bad.
But either way, Raxus, you have to make a dex saving throw.
Well, shit.
Okay, at that point, everyone can make an initiative roll.
Raxus, are you allergic to deer?
He's actually caught up in a web. So let's
Butterflies.
Well, that's
zoom
why his
in.
rolls got bad after he caught the deer, is because he can't stop sneezing.
Let's go here.
Wait, he doesn't have lungs or nothing comes in or out of the nose.
Okay.
That you
Yes,
know
it does. He speaks.
Of. Yeah, that you know of. You don't know what I got, new man.
Is
He
it
can
like,
he can blow a torch out or a
Yeah.
candle out. Maybe not a
Does
torch.
it mean it's like a blower inside? It's like
Yeah,
Sometimes for
exactly. Yeah, like a forge or
like
a
unlike us, it is manual.
like a bellows. Yeah.
Yeah, fellas. Pulling this on me.
NPC initiative. Okay, I see who goes first.
The spiders.
Let me mark him and maybe put him off to the side.
So that Raymond doesn't, Mason doesn't just focus on that one.
Yeah. So, web. It says it's treated as if you were caught in a web spell. So here we go. I'm going to read that so I know what's up.
I love that our actual name does the same thing as our character. It's Mason, Simon, Raymond, and Mike.
Okay. You start your turn in a web. You'll have to make a Dex saving throw. On a failed save, you're restrained. As long as it remains in the web or if it breaks free. So, being restrained, you have to use an action to make a strength check or athletics. To be no longer restrained.
Can Argus just produce fire and burn the...
Yes,
webs?
webs are flammable, and everyone inside the web is instantly killed.
And all the trees. I'm not about to start a forest fire.
It's not
Are
instantly
we
killed.
still in the virgin domain, or...
Yeah, you're heading back to where you found the Hind to try to track the Ettercaps. So
Oh wait, I don't have to maintain the land of the other gods. It specifically tells me not to do that.
okay, as soon as right. Okay, so as soon as the trap is triggered, which is now,
Because of Raxus. You had your moment with the deer.
that one is there, that one is there, that one is there, and that one is there. Okay,
Enemies in the
and
trees.
let me show you their initiative. If I can. Yep, that's how I do it. Boop. Okay. Okay, so the Ettercaps go first because they were waiting in ambush. The rest of you that succeeded on your passive perception of 15 or more avoided the web that appeared out of nowhere. You were able to see it, like, whoa, there's a web right there. And
Rax is doing a what?
yeah, I guess that's it. Ettercap action. That's where we're at. Okay, so let me pull up an Ettercap, see how badly it's going to die. They all have a pretty good speed and climb speed. So he'll go there, he'll go there, he'll go there, and he'll go there. There we go. Being that you're restrained, that means I do believe he has advantage on you. So what is he going to do? 2 attacks, one with his bite and one with his claw. So his bite on Raxus with advantage is a 15. Does that hit?
No, that is not.
Okay, and then one with his claw. A 20.
That will hit.
That's 6 slashing.
The rogue doesn't like that enemy placement.
Oh, they have a variant? No, we're not going to do the variants. Okay, that was one. The one on Zermetes is doing the same thing, but not with advantage. So a 12
Misses.
and a 16.
Misses.
Okay, Ettercap on Gallus rolls a 10
Misses.
and a 6. And then the Ettercap on Argus,
Crits.
it rolls a 20.
That hits.
Okay, so you take 3 piercing and 7 poison. It's just poison damage. It basically just burns when it bites. But if you fail a DC 11 Constitution saving throw, then you'll be poisoned.
To be fair, you rolled very good. You hit dice. You have as
Yeah.
many health as us.
Yeah, so you're not poisoned. And then he goes with the claw, and I roll a 23 for 5 slashing.
Okay.
And that is the Ettercap actions. There's 4 Ettercap.
I feel bad for Argus.
Raxus, you are restrained, which means your attacks are at disadvantage unless you want to use your action to break free.
Yes, I will.
Okay.
There's a web. You can turn into a spider, but you have...
It's actually not an athletics. It is only a strength check. Nope.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I think he is allergic to deer.
You only needed an 11. Okay. So, Raxy's got a bonus action?
I'll put Shield of Faith on Gallus.
You absolutely can do that.
Alright. Get +2 to your AC, man. Good
Plus
luck.
2 to your AC. Good luck. Zermetes, this spider creature is in front of you. You know it from legend. It's an Ettercap.
And it shall pay for sullying these woods. With
And hurting the hind.
Yes. 23?
Close, but yes, it hits. For 8?
Yes.
I assume you're attacking the one directly in front of you? Okay, got it.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
No, I would assume. -8. Yes, sir.
Followed up by another 23, but for 9 this time.
Okay. Yeah, you're cutting them up. They're not resistant to blades.
Is it, like, in the tree, or is it in front of me?
It's in front of you. It's on the ground. It jumped down off the tree.
Okay. Well, I will make it regret jumping down as I try to crush its weird, buggy thorax of a body.
Okay.
With my foot. I will expend a key point to blast him twice. 20 for 8,
Okay.
and he needs to make a dexterity save.
Or
Be knocked prone.
I rolled a 14.
8, 3. That is the target. He passes.
Right.
So I'll just kick him again.
Okay.
I
Ooh.
knew I needed that advantage. 23 for 11.
11. Yep, still alive.
Not for long.
Yeah, he is. If he had 8 legs, he'd be only on his last leg. Okay. Gallus.
I'm gonna use clever as the gods on the one in front of me.
Okay, give me my target number. That's your insight. No, I'm sorry, your deception.
Deception 22.
I can't make a 22 even if I roll a 20.
Nice.
How about a 13? Okay, he has, yeah, so he's got disadvantage, right? Or you have advantage against him?
Everyone has disadvantage until the start of my next turn.
Okay.
So that means sneak damage for me.
That's true.
27 for 12.
Okay, you do 12 damage to him. Anything else?
No,
Okay,
I am a rogue.
you are. Argus.
I rolled 2 1s on my sneak attack. I knew it was
I go beast mode.
Okay.
I turn into a bear.
Your token should allow you to go to a reef shark now.
That's true. I'll need the Gallus's water, salt water.
Ocean.
Okay, so you create a bear.
Bear.
That's your action, right?
That's all.
And bears don't have bonus actions, as far as I know. But you could move if you wanted to move around him or something. Or you could just. You don't need to.
I'll just be there.
Okay. Don't forget to give me some blue hit points.
Yeah. I'm on it.
Okay, so the Ettercaps. We'll start with Ettercap against Gallus. The bite. Oh, that's not a good roll. He is ow, ow, ow. Okay, 12 con. He passed. He's good, so it doesn't affect him. He bit some armor and it didn't like it, but he'll claw you. Rolls a 15 and misses.
No.
Okay, so Ettercap on Zermetes. Gonna try to bite you. 18. I think that's a hit.
Yes, that's a hit, just barely.
So you take 5 piercing and 4 poison and make a con 11. Con saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah, so you only take that 9 damage. And then he claws you and rolls a 15 and misses.
Correct.
So this other Ettercap is striking at a entangled Raxus, and he bites at you with advantage. He crits you. So you
I shall defeat.
so you take 14 damage as well as 10 poison. So 24 damage. Your con save for concentration is a 12. Go ahead and give me that. You're good. And con save for poison is 11. Uh-oh. So, can you be poisoned? Or do you have
Yes,
advantage on
resist-
poison?
Yes.
I have advantage.
Okay, so you're not poisoned. Okay. All right. That's good. And then the last Ettercap is going to try to reduce those blue hit points with a bite. A crit. So you take 9 and 10, so 19 damage. And a 11 constitution. From the bear.
Right. Oh, wait, did I put it? Oh, it's down here. There's a lot of windows. Okay.
Close them. You don't need them. You're good. An 11 is what you needed. And then his claw. Crit. No, he fumbled again. Okay, so. I can't just call it out. Okay, so. That's the same thing. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, so these guys. Con. Oh, he rolled a 2. Okay, so he cannot attack with his claws next turn. Okay, and it's Raxus's turn.
Come on, give me something.
Are you breaking free or attacking with disadvantage?
I'm gonna try and break free.
Okay, that's just a strength check. That's good. Okay, no more webs on you.
And because I'm getting pretty low in health, I will bonus action second wind myself.
There you go. Bonus action, second wind. Perfect. Okay, ZW.
Well, I'm gonna finish off this foul trespasser in the Lady Artemis's domain
Okay.
with a short sword.
Well, are you sure?
Apparently,
Are you sure about that?
Okay, breathtaking. You cannot speak for 1d4 rounds.
Does nothing to it.
So
but
so
does
mute
great
yourself.
for
No,
us.
don't worry. Okay, but you still get your second attack, right?
Oh, I clicked the wrong thing. I'm sorry.
That's false. It looks
I'll
daunting
take it.
roar.
It's whatever.
That's right. You can't speak for D4 rounds, but we're not going to worry about it because you're probably not going to speak.
Yeah. I clicked the wrong thing, but I'll take it because it's.
No, you won't. You're going to click
Oh,
the right
okay.
thing. But a 27 definitely hits.
Yeah.
For 8
Yeah.
damage? Okay.
Yeah.
Boom. Your second attack kills him.
Oh, that's a tree.
You can go there.
Okay.
Yeah, you can go there.
I'll allow it.
And I'll spend a key point to blast him twice.
Yep, that hits him.
And he needs to make a dex save. Of 14.
What if he doesn't want to do it? Okay.
And he gets knocked
Right.
down.
13.
He fails. He is prone.
Okay.
And I stomp
That hits him.
25 for 11.
Yep, you definitely do 11. Anything else?
No, that's it.
2 swords, 2 punches. Okay. Gallus. You still have the Shield of Faith.
Oh.
And his little berserkerness or his cunningness or whatever you call it wears off. You're just now thinking about what you're going to do.
I'm gonna disengage and go there
Oh, you're disengaging. Okay. Yep.
and attack him.
Yes.
So no advantage, but sneak attack.
Yes.
12.
12 misses. I had to look, but yeah, it's a miss.
Darn.
And then we will go with Argus.
Beer.
I bite and claw at the Ettercap.
Oh, not Gallus? Okay. 25 and a 14 both hit. You did 20 damage. Okay. Anything else?
Rawr.
Okay, so you growl at him. Ettercaps. Well, this Ettercap cannot bite, but he can claw. So he's going to claw the bear.
I'm pretty sure it was his claws that got the crit.
Yeah, I don't remember. The crit or the fumble?
The fumble, I mean.
Oh, we can always scroll up and look.
It's the claw.
Yeah, it looks like the claw rolled a 5. Yeah, so he's going to bite you then. A 9.
That's not good enough.
Okay.
But almost.
Almost.
This Ettercap will step up 1 and attack Gallus with a bite. 16
Nope.
and a claw for 13 damage.
I'm gonna use my cunning action to have that. Not cunning action, my uncanny dodge.
Right. Yep, hap that down. So what did I say? 13, so it's 6. Okay, 6 damage. This other Ettercap is prone. He's not immune to prone, but he has spider climb. Doesn't matter. He's just gonna stand up and continue wailing on this guy that's. Oh wait, he broke free. Okay, hang on. I gotta rethink about what I'm doing. I'm still gonna attack the Minotaur. Bite and a
Use the
claw.
cost.
Okay, go ahead. Uh, 22 does hit for 16 damage. Okay. And then he hits you with a crit for 11 damage. And that's all. There's only 3 Ettercaps. Okay, Raxus, you're free. Oh, wait, you took some damage. You got to make a con save because of the damage. Concentration. Oh, yeah, you're good. Uh, 16 hits. Well, 18 actually hits. 11? Okay. Yeah, he dies.
Okay, then I'm gonna go. Give me a minute.
Yeah, you could make it either one of them. There you go. Yep. Swing around the bear, come at the other cap from the side, and 18 hits for 12 damage.
You know what? I'm gonna keep it going with an action surge.
Okay. For sure.
And I'll make this one a trip attack.
$14 does hit. 20 damage. He trips to his death. Anything else? Continues on.
Got one more attack.
Okay, that's right, because you action surged. Yep. 20 does hit. 10 damage. It's alone but alive.
And that's my turn.
Zermetes. You can tell that this Ettercap is considering why he's here. You can see it in his eyes. He's considering fleeing. Okay, now he's not.
I move right up to him.
Yeah.
And I'm going to bonus action Hunter's Mark him.
Okay.
Partly because all too often in this case things run away and I will not let him escape.
Right. He's thinking about it.
And then I'm going to turn him into shish kebabs.
And he could just go straight up the tree. 21, 27 hits for 18 damage. He had 14 left. He's dead.
Now, he was covering that spot on his stomach, so I just...
The fight is over.
All right.
These 4 Ettercaps lay on the ground.
Well, everyone, I think this has been a very successful day. We've helped heal and save the sacred animal of Artemis, kill what had attacked her sacred deer. So overall, this has been a very good day for all of us.
Oh god, oh, I can breathe again. Okay, we need to take one of their heads back with us, so people know what's going on, and we should bring back their venom to make an anti-venom in case this happens again.
Zermetes, why don't you take their heads? This was a quest associated with your goddess, after all.
Okay,
Yeah.
with a successful survival roll, whoever's doing the harvesting.
I say let Zermetes do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get 4 units of Ettercap venom.
Luckily, I still have empty snake-shaped bottles on my person.
You also notice that one of them is carrying a looks like an eyeball, but it's made of glass.
Huh?
I will add that to my bag.
Okay. Yeah, it's a fairly large eye, maybe for an ogre or something. You know, it's like a pool ball. It looks like a pool ball, but it's got an eye. Like it's glass, and you can see inside. Like there's the retina and all that. Yeah. Weird.
Didn't the Fate have a thing like that?
They had
They-
a mask.
They did. They had a mask, but it is kind of common knowledge that hags, covens normally have an eye, or at least the famous fates did.
Well, the Ettercaps had to come from somewhere. They're not, to my knowledge, natural creatures. So maybe they got the eye from whoever created
Create them.
Okay, so the Ettercap venom, if you apply it to a weapon as an action, for 1 minute the weapon deals an additional D8 poison damage.
Oh, that's very useful.
And it has to make the Constitution 11 saving throw or be poisoned for a minute, just like what they were doing with their bites.
Okay, so you said it was a D8 Venom DC 11 save?
Yes.
Okay.
And it lasts on your weapon for 1 minute. It'll dry up or wear off or something.
Okay. We need to
Hey,
search
R
the
just
interwebs
want to
see if
turn
we got
back.
eggs or anything.
I'm gonna pet the bear. You did well today, August.
That'll do, Bear. That'll do.
Yeah.
Um,
How long do you stay as a bear?
Keep staying as a bear.
No, how long does it? Is it
2 hours.
2?
Last.
Well, it was 2 hours when it was a horse.
I think it's half your level
It's
rounded
half my level rounded down, so 5
down.
rounds.
Okay.
Yeah, still
Yeah,
two.
it's 2. Okay. Yeah, so you could get back to town in about an hour, 2 hours. So yeah, so you
Bear.
could stay in a bear until you get back to town.
Yeah.
I think
If we get to town, I turn back into a human. I don't stay as a bear.
It's nice being a bear.
I think we should comb this area and ensure they don't have any eggs or hideaways stashed away.
That sounds like a very good idea, considering that, for all we know, there could be an entire nest of these things lying around.
If
Yeah, you want to
any-
follow their trail, you can do that.
Yeah,
if
search this webby area first and then
Mm-hmm.
it depends how much they share with spiders, but yeah, there could be a crap ton of them.
Okay, so give me a survival check.
survival coming up. 17.
Okay, so after an hour of tracking, so we'll call it around noon, you come upon a tree that looks like spiders live in it. I have a map for this.
That's very bad foreshadowing, but I'll take it.
I say
Everything's black, right? Okay.
Yes.
I say Argus, I hope you have a lot of fire.
We are not burning down Artemis's woods.
He's a bear. He can't respond.
I will burn you down before we burn these woods.
Do we have anything we could do to
Wouldn't burn the woods?
Okay, I think I got you on the right map. There we go. Hopefully I got. Do I have daylight turned on? I don't know. I do. Okay.
Remain, do
So
we have
I got
anything
you
we could
guys
do to
right there.
fire?
I don't like the look of that.
Okay, now ask me that one more time.
So many. We don't have to necessarily burn the woods itself, but maybe we could use. Do we have anything on us that we could use to start a controlled fire on these things?
We could use that lovely endless water flask and flood the tree out.
Oh, we
once
can
we
use it
manually
to.
cleared it.
Yeah, you would you climb up these roots to get to the top where the opening is.
Do you
Yeah.
have combat climbers or medis?
Well, you all
have
can
claws.
climb. Yeah, you get on your hands and knees and climb up the roots.
Have you never climbed a tree?
I
Raxus,
never
or Argus, Gallus,
fought.
one of you?
I never
Mhm.
been attacked while
Nope.
climbing a tree.
So
I have,
after
but
so after an hour of scouring the area, you see that the 4 Ettercaps lived here, right? They don't currently live there, but they did have a treasure in the webbing. You find a 300 gold piece diamond. No, I'm kidding. Okay, you you find a few trinkets left behind by their unfortunate victims, including a golden locket worth 100 gold,
Okay.
a small ivory statue carved to resemble a winged angel worth 75 gold. Okay, this has a different description of the eye. It says it's a strange eye in varnish. So, kind of like that. Kind of like a glass, but it's varnish. Okay. Make a intelligence arcana check.
Nope.
Should I do that?
I can.
Whoever has arcana should roll, and if there's 2, then you can roll with advantage.
don't get me, I haven't got it.
I have
I don't-
a human. I can turn back into a human.
Well, you can still roll. You don't to help. You would need to be human, but to roll, you don't have to be human.
Only the physics.
But you're the only one with arcana.
Looks
Do
like
you
it.
have Arcana, Raymond?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
you're
it
the.
makes sense, though. I'll examine it as
Okay.
a human. Probably makes it easier. As a
Okay, okay. Sure. You switch back and take a look at it. It is arcana. Yeah, it definitely looks like a glass eye. Okay, you also wait. We got the locket, the statue. You already claimed the venom and the eye. That's it. And there's no bodies or no other Ettercaps here. But you kind of put 2 and 2 together and you realize this was the Ettercap nest, but they had laid an ambush for you guys.
Okay.
So what do you want to do?
Do we have anything to burn this with?
So it was just the statue and the locket, correct?
Right.
Okay.
Well, the poison and the eyeball.
Yeah. But I mean here at the tree.
Yeah.
We should not burn it. We should use our wonderful magic water flask and clean the tree of this foul webbing.
Okay.
Perhaps bees can live here next.
Yeah. So you
Big
go through
bees.
there. You can go through there with your knives or whatever and cut most of the webbing out. And you can use the water flask to fire hose the tree to give it a power wash.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's probably around 1 in the afternoon when you get all that done.
This would make a lovely shrine to Artemis.
Would it?
She doesn't like buildings being made in her honor, but
Yeah.
a hollowed out tree would be lovely.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I will not be here to maintain it.
Yeah. It's a great hind. This is a great hind quarters.
I was very much resisting talking about how that hind was dear to her.
That's right.
I guess we're done here. You guys want to go tell Chiron about all this junk? And tell
Eclipse.
Eclipse.
Is the episode title The Bee and the Hind?
And we should tell Eclipse that we have helped the hind.
Okay.
And also of this Eder cat nest, because for all we know, there could be a lot more than just this out here.
Man, I hope they don't reproduce like actual spiders. Or
Okay,
we're
so
gonna
you
have a
head-
problem.
You head north, which is going to take you. It's 8 miles, so it's going to take a couple of hours for you to get to the village. So it'll be 3 in the afternoon, something like that, when you get there. It's a full day adventure. So when you get there, you'll notice that Eclipse is actually on the edge of the village, close to the vineyards, and she has a falcon with her. And she doesn't have resting annoyed face. She actually has a small grin on her face.
Okay.
That's creepy.
Yeah. So she's waiting for you to do the approach or whatever. She's standing there with a falcon. I almost said hawk, but no, it's a falcon. Yeah. You can tell that she's talking to the falcon. It's like she leans over and says something to it.
Like actual conversation or an owner talking to its pet?
You're too far away.
Alright, we're gonna approach.
But yes, it was probably one of those. I mean, you don't know if it's a conversation because there's no response, right? The falcon's not making any noise.
Cast. You know, people can do that sometimes.
Yeah, so you get a lot closer, and she's like
not today.
She says, Artemis is pleased. And then all of a sudden, the falcon glows. And these beams of light come out of the falcon and strike you all dead. No, strikes you and lights you up like you're glowing. And for the next month, you are aided by the sight of Artemis and make all survival checks with advantage.
Oh.
What is
So
today?
it is the 5th of the second month. June? I think it's June. Let me double check. Yeah, June. Day 5. So if you want to note that on your character sheet somewhere, that you have a month of advantage for survival. And as soon as that happens, the falcon stops glowing and then flies away. Says something in falcon. And it's gone. Well, Artemis was pleased, so what actually happened?
Well, we accomplished the original task. We found the hind. We
Okay.
caught it.
Oh.
It took some doing to cure its wounds. It was very, very badly poisoned, in addition to its injury. But it should be all right now. We treated it, calmed it down, sent it on its way. Then we sought out the cause of its injury and discovered a nest of ettercaps.
Oh.
But we've dealt with them and cleared out their nest, and Artemis's wood should be much safer now.
Well, I didn't ask you to seek out the source and clear it out and destroy it, but it's good that you took your initiative because that I would have asked you to do that if I knew. And so I offer you these 500 gold crowns, these bolts. So she has 500 bolts that she offers the party. And I guess the the divines bless you. And if I have any more work for you, or if I find out any other incursions into the area, I'll definitely let you know. Then she turns and walks away.
If the pass gives us any sight of Artemis is the next 24 hours. Oh no, the next week. Right.
Month.
Next month.
Month. Oh. Nice.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys are touched by Artemis, basically, giving you the benefit of survival. So, having been out in the woods all day and haven't eaten a ration or hunted for food or anything, you guys make your way to your inn. Galan is there with your meals already ready, prepared for you. You step in, plop your seats right down on the wooden table, and he serves you with deer stew. Potatoes and veggies and apple pie. And honey mead. Basically, everything that you encountered today is on the table, ready for you to eat.
I'm gonna take water over me, pull out the decanter.
Yeah. Most people don't drink water.
Hmm?
Most people don't drink water. It's not good for you.
Yeah, it's usually very dirty.
Yeah. They don't have filters
That's
or anything.
Magic water.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Right. From the decanter. Right. You're good. Special water.
If it's all right with you all, I think
It's all right with me.
What we've earned today should go towards the jewel that Argus needed.
Because that's a party
Good
thing,
post.
right?
Only if you're willing to give your share of the loot.
If it's able to save us from death, then I say it is more than worth it.
And tomorrow he's going to speak with animals, and then never get an opportunity to cast it.
Oh, absolutely.
Yup.
Gallus,
That's what being a spellcaster is.
That's right.
Except if you're a sorcerer, then you have very limited spell slots, but you have all the spells.
Just remember, there's no such thing as a sorcerer in my campaign.
No, only
Only villains are sorcerers.
Gallus, are you okay with these funds going to jewelry?
why would we need jewelry?
He needs the diamond.
Checked it?
He needs the diamond to be able to cast a spell.
Oh, for magic, sure.
And Raxus, you said you were fine with it?
Yes, it's for a worthy cause after all, so I see no reason why I shouldn't. Why?
Then we
One
will
go
back
towards
to
it.
40.
Okay. So, here's the total of what we're offering. Come on. We've got those 500 bolts. The 75 gold statue. I'm writing it in chat so it'll be added up. The 100 gold
Bless you.
Sorry about that. The 100 gold locket, 100 of my bolts, the 12 crescent-shaped coins called fangs worth 3 gold each, so 36 gold.
Okay.
I have 3 copper armbands shaped either like tentacles or snakes. One is worth 10, one is 5, and another is 10.
Okay.
So there's 25. Where did that put us at? That's 836. So actually, I will keep the fangs and instead do these 2 pearls I have worth 100 gold each. So those armbands, the treasure from today, 100 of my gold, and the 2 pearls.
Why don't you keep 1 pearl and then I'll put in, unless were you already including my money?
No, I was not
Okay.
including your money.
Okay, why don't you keep 1 pearl and I'll include 100 gold, which is going to be 80 gold and 200 silver.
Okay.
Okay. You have a fancy necklace, I guess.
Did you get it up to 1,000?
Yeah. Because,
Okay.
2 pearls, well,
Yeah, mark all that off. And he does give you a necklace that's probably honestly worth about 750. But the gem is definitely a 500 gold piece diamond. He overcharged you.
That's okay. I'm now blinged out.
Because you gave him 500 bolts. Yeah, so now you got a necklace. It weighs a pound, 1 pound. It's an amulet, actually.
and that is your emergency, oh crap, necklace.
Yes.
Right.
Break in case of emergency.
So that means we have 2 of them.
I don't think they all know that.
We have 2 of
Some-
what?
Break glass in case of emergency.
What do you mean we have 2?
You're the only one that knows I have it.
I know you have it. I don't think you told me what it did.
Or told anybody else.
Oh.
You have another
I asked you about it, and you were like,
diamond?
from my childhood.
He does not have a diamond.
No, I don't have a diamond. If I ever did, I would have sold it.
He has a golden apple.
Where'd you get that from?
It's not a golden apple.
It's an egg.
Egg.
It has a fancy jeweled egg.
Yeah, he has.
It's
He
not jeweled.
it's a
just-
solid gold egg. He has a golden egg. It's probably not a chicken egg. It's a little bit larger than that. It's not
It's
an
like a
ostrich
goose.
egg. It's a lot smaller than that. Yeah, it's a goose egg. It was laid by the golden goose. Okay, so you guys can you can all like reallocate your spell slots. You can give yourself a long rest, and if you want, we can just jump to day 6 to see if something happens or more exploration of the village.
Can you imagine my adoptive family just finding this infant on a raft with a golden egg? They're like, what the?
I actually had a picture. Oops.
Oh, neat.
That looks like a pleasant fellow.
Yeah.
If only we could have talked to him.
Yeah. No. Okay. Okay. So, did you all heal up, ready for the next day?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Before you get a chance to go to the vineyard, you get knocks on your doors. You haven't even woken up yet. Someone is knocking on your door, not barging in, just not, and it's very gentle. It's kind of like a soothing wake up call, like a dink 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 dink, dink 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 dink. It might be the halfling, just like, but it's still dark out.
I gently open the door.
Okay. The inn slash tavern area, the restaurant area, is empty. There's not even a halfling wandering around. The only person you see is a Clippe. And she's in there, and she's just standing there waiting for you guys to get up.
Is there any other monsters? Any other emergencies?
Is everybody there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I need you again. I'm sorry. It's so soon.
Argus, Buddha, Raxus, is time to boot up.
Yeah, he's good. He goes, she. I need you again. I'm sorry it's so soon. Hopefully you got a good night's rest.
You're fine.
A number of our villagers have been attacked by one of Artemis's blessed boars. Yeah,
Is
we
that one of the great beasts?
while they were out. No, it's just well, you could consider it. While out on a routine hunting, usually peaceful, witness accounts imply that the boar is possessed by a dark spirit from the underworld.
The fourth flavor already?
We need to keep the boar alive.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And bring it back to me so I can examine and heal the beast. It's a spiritual possession, so I should be able to help with that. The boar lives somewhere on Mount Erymanthus. Mount Erymanthus it's not far from Caligaros.
So it's a boar. Is it gonna be slightly more aggressive than the hind?
Yeah, I mean it's
Slightly
it's attacking our hunters. Yeah, I would think so. It's also important to note that there are centaurs that live on that mountain, and they consider they claim the tusks possess magical hardiness. They fashion weapons from the tusks,
Oh no.
obtaining the ivory by giving the boar an offering, upon which the boar allows the centaurs to harvest its tusks.
What sort of offering?
But I don't know. That's the centaur. That's the barbarians. Okay, the centaurs out on the hillside. We don't really know.
It's for the centaur to know and us to find out.
But before you go, I've got this. Follow me. And she walks towards the door and steps outside.
I
I do
follow.
the same.
Okay. When you step outside, you see a heavy wooden cart. And she says, you'll need this to transport the boar back.
But we all already have a cart.
You don't have a
We
cart.
have a chariot.
Oh.
Quick question. Are there any restraints we can be willing to restrain the boar?
I have a net, but I don't think it's gonna be strong enough.
That's why I was asking for restraints, considering that if this is a beast of Artemis that has been possessed, I feel as though we're going to need.
If you
much
can,
more
if you can
restraint.
capture it or trap it or something like that, and then tie it up or something, That's going to be really hard because this isn't like a normal boar. It's like 15 feet long.
Yeah.
It's like, well, maybe not 15, maybe 10 or 12 feet long, but still, it's a big boar. This isn't, and boars are deadly, just normal boars, and this is a giant boar. And on top of that, it's possessed by a dark demon or something, so it's going to be tough for you to take it alive. But I trust you. We were able to get the Hind, and you seem to be very well versed in nature. So, and Artemis seems to have blessed you with her sight. So, the cart is 5 foot by 15 feet. By 2 feet. Okay, so it's 2 feet tall. It's a wagon, basically. It has a capacity of 1,000 pounds. It also says it's immune to poison and psychic damage.
Oh, good.
Yeah. So, will you help me? Help the village? The villagers? I knew you would. That's why I came to you. I knew you were good people.
Well, I'm doing this for the boar.
Absolutely. It's not only the boar, but it's also Artemis's boar.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure there's no more lives lost.
Yeah, do
That's-
it for the people. The fact that it's Artemis boar, it actually deters me.
Really? Well, you just stay here then. Well, let them go.
Let's see. And let's just say that it's a cataclysmic change.
Yeah, you want to defend the people, right? Okay, so she basically gives you directions to this mountain, this hill. It's a mountain, but it's not super well known. It's because there's like a mountain chain, and the peaks, there's lots of mountains along a mountain chain. And if you were to look at that, yeah, you can see that there are a number of hills all along this area. There's a number of them. But the one she's talking about is that one right there. Let's see if I can't do something cool. Yep, right there. Well, that's not where you're at. You're Caligaros. Yeah. So if you want to head out, we can head out. Gather your belongings, if you need to take any apples, take some apples. I don't know what you're going to do.
Yes.
I'm ready.
Apple supply.
Your apple
Well,
supply.
We're all ready, then let
Okay, it's a little bit further away, so it might take a little bit extra time. But so make sure you got. Well, you guys are like Outlanders, right? One of you is an Outlander. So you'll be able to hunt and fish and whatever on the way there, and not worry about food. Okay, so on your way there, we're gonna roll a d20 and see if there's a random encounter.
I'll roll it.
I already did. I rolled a 3, and there's not. You need a 16 or higher. 15, 16, I don't remember. But either way, 3 is not it. So you make it almost all the way there. It just takes a long while. So like 1, 2, 3, like over 4 hours to get there. So what we'll do is we'll call it, because you're leaving before dawn, we'll say it's about 10 o'clock when you get there. You enter a thick forest, and you're also pulling a cart. Guess what? You don't have a horse, unless somebody wants to be a horse. You're pulling this cart along with you, which does kind of slow you down, but not much, because you guys are super strong. Okay, as you enter the thick forest, the middle of which you can see a tall peak rising from above the tree line. When you enter, you can see the sun as it filters through the bright green canopy, and sounds of many birds and beasts milling around for food can be heard. Okay, so when you get to about there, what do you do? Because it's a boar. It's in the area.
So Zermetis, do you want to redeem yourself?
I have nothing to redeem, but yes, I shall hunt the boar.
Okay, so give me a survival with advantage.
22.
Perfect. Okay,
I
You-
found the deer, I just couldn't catch it.
it's not a deer that you find. You find 4 centaurs. Okay, so there is a party of 4 centaurs, and they're kind of busy doing their own personal things, like just walking around. You don't know why they're there or what they're doing. You can tell that their spear tips are made of ivory. Do you want to sneak up on them, or do you want to announce yourself, or what do you want to
So
do?
I'm gonna call out.
Okay.
Hail!
When you do that, when you do Hail Hydra, not yet. There's no Hydra over on this side. When they turn and they look at you, and they gallop over to you, and one of them is a male, and he says, "Welcome. My name is Kleptos. What's your business in our woods?"
I am Zermetis. We are here to aid the boar of Artemis. It has apparently become possessed by some spirit from the underworld.
He is looking at you like he's trying to evaluate who you are, what you're carrying, stuff like that. He's definitely sizing you up, right? He goes, "I do not recognize you. Are you escapees from the underworld?"
Escapees.
No,
Do we look dead to you?
we are stewards of the gods from Caligaros.
I don't recognize you as stewards. So why are you here in the woods? You said something about, I forgot. I wasn't paying attention. I was looking at you.
The boar of Artemis.
There is a boar, yes, the boar of Artemis.
It would seem it has become possessed by a spirit from the underworld and has gone on a rampage. We seek to calm it down and free it from this possession.
Okay. Give me a persuasion check, Zermetis.
17?
Oh. Then I think we should work together.
Excellent.
He that sounds like an acceptance. So he points at 2 of the centaurs and says, "Show them its lair." And they're like, go. And they step forward. And they say, and they start trotting away. These two. And Kleptos goes, follow them. They will take you to the boar's lair.
I will follow them.
Yeah, me too. Wondering what language is that?
It's grunt language. It's barbarian. No. Okay, so you push through the woods. Okay, in the distance, the mountain peak looms overhead. Eventually, the tree canopy gives way to a small clearing. A lazy river flows across between the rocks and felled trees in the area. A tall mountain shelf rises about 30 feet to the west, eventually climbing to the peak of the mountain itself. So you reach this small mountain clearing. Let me get your healed tokens and transfer them over there. There you go. Okay, so you guys are at the bottom of this map. And I think you see things. I'm going to just basically give you an idea, give you a description of the area. You can see that there is a cave. The cave is right there. It's that dark area of the mountain. Small cave north end of the clearing. You can't see inside to really see what's going on. The stream, it only looks like it's 5 foot deep, flowing sluggishly from the north to the south. The rocks and logs are rocks and fallen trees. They look like they were broken from the boar's aggression. Litter the western section of this area and is considered difficult terrain. The cliffside, the rocky face, rises 30 feet above the clearing. To climb it, you would need athletics. Loose rocks, several boulders over here just to your left, and various places. Okay, now as you approach the cave and the clearing, you notice a hairy mass rooting through the muddy mess of metal scraps and debris. Everyone needs to make a stealth check. Okay, what layer do I have them on?
You have all failed me.
Oh my god.
Yeah. And imagine that be you standing. It stands as tall as you. So imagine, yeah, that boar, you would be looking eye to eye to it. Okay, wait, what were the rolls? Let's take a look. I see a 24, right? A 15, no, a 10. A 10 and a 13. Okay. Okay, so half or more of you failed. So the boar turns its attention to you. And you can see it up here. I don't know if you can see its name, but I named it after the mountain. So it's the Ermanthian boar. There are several ways to capture it. One way is to overwhelm the beast and catch it in a net or rope. If it is at less than half hit points, it'll have disadvantage on its rolls to escape or, to be rescued. That's pretty much it. It says there are many ways, and then they only list one. Okay. And that's where we're going to call it for the night.
Okay.
Yep.
So sleep is always good.
All right.
Yeah. So we're going to call it here and get ready for a way to try to capture a boar that doesn't want to be captured.
Oh boy.
Like a regular boar wants to be captured.
Yeah, like a regular boar.
What?
Unless you have like the sleep spell or something,
So, hey, if there was ever a time to put in Artemis, that would be the time.
But it notices you, and you're all going to, first things first, roll initiative next week. All right, guys. I'm going to bail out on this.
Bye-bye.
Right.
And I will see you next week. Now, I'm still working on that, the introductory video. I haven't finished it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm working on it. We'll get there. All right. You guys have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.
You too.
Don't forget to vote.
Goodbye.
Oh, yeah. That's right. That's right. Vote. Vote.
Bye.
Okay, I got Gallus's.
Okay.
Because you might need it next week. Yeah, I got Raymond's. And Zermedes. I only need Raxus now. Luckily he's still on. It didn't bail out.
I'm gonna head out though. I really have to go to the bathroom. See ya.
All right, good night.
Wait.
Okay,
There
I
you go.
got it. All right, thank you. I got it. It looks like Zermedes. You got it.
Yep, see it.
All right, I'll see you next week. Hey, Deco With, I didn't see your chat until right now. I'm still streaming, but yeah, we're getting ready to close out. And no, wait, wait, what's going on? Oh, I'm just behind the times on my stream. That's why I was looking over and I was like, why am I not caught up? All right, so yeah, we're getting ready to head out, and hopefully I'll see you guys next week. I'm working on a intro video as well for the party, but haven't